Hello friends! Today I'm going to show you how to make these Nest Macarons. They are filled with Cadbury Egg Buttercream and topped with a cute nest of mini Cadbury eggs. And today I'll be experimenting with carton egg whites again. So let's get to it. Place a bowl over a pan with barely simmering water. Add sugar, and today I'm also adding a little bit of egg white powder. Whisk the sugar and the egg white powder together in the bowl. You don't have to use egg white powder, it's completely optional. And if you decide not to use it, you don't have to change anything else in the recipe. Then add both the fresh and the carton egg whites to the bowl. I'm using 50% of carton egg whites and 50% of fresh egg whites. The reason why I chose to use egg white powder in today's recipe is also to make the meringue a little bit stronger, since the carton egg whites oftentimes produce a slightly soft meringue. Whisk the mixture until frothy and the sugar is completely melted. It will take a couple of minutes. You can test by touching the mixture, and if you don't feel any sugar granules, you can remove it from the heat. Then transfer the syrup to the bowl of a mixer. Begin whisking on low and then gradually increase the speed to medium or to medium-high, where you're going to finish whipping the meringue until you achieve stiff peaks. On my previous video, I used 100% carton egg whites and the meringue took a long time to whip. However, this time with the addition of fresh egg whites and also the egg white powder, the meringue whipped much faster. And it also looked a little bit stiffer and stronger than last time. You can check out my 100% carton egg whites experiment video. I'm going to put a link down below for you. You should whisk the meringue until stiff peaks are formed. When you pull the whip up, the peak should be stiff and shooting straight up. Now we're going to pour the sifted powdered sugar and almond flour into the stiff meringue. And since I'm going to make this batter into 3 different colors, we're going to stir the dry ingredients with the meringue just until incorporated. As soon as you see no more dry ingredients in the meringue, stop stirring. And then divide the batter between 3 different bowls, or however many bowls as you like. Work with one bowl at a time, leaving the other ones covered meanwhile. To the first batter, I added a touch of Wedgewood, which is a beautiful color by Americolor. You can also obtain this color by adding a little bit of royal blue and a touch of purple. Fold the batter until the perfect consistency is achieved. You should stop folding when the batter is flowing off the spatula slowly and effortlessly. You should be able to draw centrifugates with the batter that's flowing off the spatula. Let's transfer the batter to a piping bag fitted with a round tip. I'm also going to secure the top of the bag with a bag tie, so this way the mixture won't dry and won't escape through the top when we're piping. Now it's time to work with the next batter. To this batter, I added a little bit of yellow food coloring, and then fold with a spatula until the perfect consistency. Transfer the batter to another piping bag fitted with a round tip and secure the top with a bag tie. Now it's time to work with the final batter. I added a little bit of pink food coloring. Fold and then transfer the batter to a piping bag fitted with a round tip and secure the top with a bag tie. Now we're going to pipe the macarons. I chose to make larger macarons so I could make the nests on top. I'm providing a template for the larger circles on the blog. You can print them and place under your mat to pipe the shells. The circles measure 2.3 inches. Place the piping bag directly 90 degrees over the center of each macaron template. Apply pressure until the batter almost reaches the outlines of the circle, and then quickly pull the bag up, twisting slightly. Remember to remove the template from under the baking mat. Bang the trays against the counter or against the palm of your hands to release any air bubbles, and also use a toothpick to pop any remaining air bubbles from the surface of the macarons. Now it's time to let the shells dry before baking. If you chose to pipe the larger shells, it might take a little bit longer to dry than usual. You know the macarons are ready to be baked when you can touch the surface of a macaron and it doesn't stick to your finger. I baked my macarons at a 325 Fahrenheit oven. After 5 minutes baking, I rotate the tray so the macarons bake evenly on all sides. Baking time, baking temperature, and if you have to rotate the tray halfway through baking are going to depend on your own oven. Now let's make the Cadbury Egg Buttercream. Place the Cadbury eggs in a small food processor and process until finely ground. The Cadbury eggs should have become a powder. Then beat the butter with an electric mixer for about 1 minute. Add the Cadbury eggs and powdered sugar to the bowl. Mix on low and then raise the speed to medium-high and beat for 1 minute. If the buttercream is too dry, you can add milk if necessary. And here I noticed that the frosting was still too stiff, so I added a little bit more of milk to make it a little bit thinner. And also vanilla extract. And then transfer the frosting to a piping bag fitted with a round tip. And we're just going to pipe the filling in the bottom shells of the macarons. For the nest on top of the macarons, I used my chocolate frosting that I use on my chocolate macarons recipe. I'm also going to put a link down below so you can check out how to make that frosting. But it's very easy, it's just a simple chocolate buttercream. I placed the chocolate buttercream in a piping bag fitted with a small grass tip. On the top shell of the macarons, pipe a tall ring of the chocolate frosting using the grass tip to form a nest. Sprinkle some toasted coconut on top if desired to create a bit of a texture. And then place a few Cadbury mini eggs in the middle of the nest. Let the macarons mature in the fridge overnight before serving. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. For the full recipe and instructions, you can go to my blog piesandtacos.com. I'm going to put a link down below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!